Hey, good Wednesday morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. It is absolutely a pristine and gorgeous morning the day before Thanksgiving. Yes, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, a day when we get to be grateful, to think about all that we have to be thankful for living in this country, for our family and friends, for the food that we have, for that beautiful Eastern Pacific with Catalina Island in the background and all the little fishies that have entertained us here in 2023. So much to be grateful for, as I am so grateful for your support and all you've done for the Friedman Adventures family. There are so many good people around the Friedman Adventures podcast, and my heart and thanks go out to each and every one of you. All right, we got some fishing to talk about. We'll talk about Cabo San Lucas. We'll talk about some other venues in Baja, California, Mexico. We'll talk about our offshore tuna bite. And of course, we'll be talking about some local fishing also. You know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh my God, is that good? Good morning, man. It's gorgeous. It's kind of a warm morning. It's beautiful. It's a little breezy, but not too bad at all. And we'll be talking about weather, especially as we move past Thanksgiving. We'll talk a little bit about what the forecast is and how it might affect things on the tuna grounds. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Please share these videos with a friend. Subscribe to the Friedman Adventures family. Tick the bell, you'll be notified when there's new content. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We deeply appreciate all that you do for us. Boy, I'll tell you, there is some buzz going on in the industry because, you know, right after Christmas, it's time for the Fred Hall Show to be in Long Beach in late January. So I am certainly looking forward to that. And I say hello and good morning to Bart and Jenny Hall, who are working their fingers to the bone, getting everything ready for another great show this year. Hey, folks, one more thing also. Tomorrow we will debut our new film, 5 Days on the Independence. You're going to see all kinds of great fishing. It's at 7 a.m. Thanksgiving morning. It's perfect. Everybody's still asleep. Keep the volume down. I mean, you don't want to give people nightmares. Hearing my voice yelling and screaming about great fishing at 7 a.m. can be traumatic. So keep it down, but 7 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning, we'll have some great fishing on the big, beautiful Independence out of Point Loma Sportfishing. What a dream trip we had on that 5-day trip. So many of you participated, and you'll get to see yourselves pulling on some yellowfin tuna, some bluefin tuna, and some frenzied Dorado fishing. Man, I can't wait to watch it myself. All right, so 7 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning. All right, let's jump into it with you all down there in Cabo San Lucas. Continued great marlin fishing going on down there in that neck of the woods. Nicholas Pratt. I haven't seen Nicholas for a long time. Haven't heard a peep out of him. He lives down there, or the last time I checked up on him, he was in Rosarito Beach. And he recently was down there in Cabo San Lucas. You see him there catching a striped marlin. They released the fish pretty promptly right after that, got it back in the water so it could live to fight another day. But he said good marlin fishing down there, good Dorado fishing. And of course, we've been talking to Sean Morgan on the Wild Attack, and Sean said there's been some pretty darn good wahoo fishing going on also. So down there in Cabo, not only are they enjoying just beautiful weather on the eve of Thanksgiving, but they're also enjoying some really great sport fishing opportunities. Pisces Fleet, man, I haven't seen Tracy Ehrenberg for a long, long time, like decades probably. Tracy, good morning, and good morning to Pisces Fleet. They do a great job down there in Cabo San Lucas if you're ever thinking about that. Hey, there was a gentleman who sent me an email about the Philippines. He's going to the Philippines. I'll go back and try to find that today. I apologize to you. I get hundreds of messages every day. Whoever you are, though, resend that again so I can help you out with that. See if I can do something for you there. Just popped in to my head. Moving you up the Baja Coast in the Ensenada area, we continue to see some really excellent fishing for rockfish down there. It's been really, really good. Our friends at Blackfin Sportfishing continue to crank out copious amounts. It's been a long time since I've said that. I don't know why. I haven't been in my thesaurus lately looking at words for many. Been a lot of rockfish down there, copious amounts of colorful and great eating rockfish. They're pretty much focused on that. However, you can fish the Baja coast in the wintertime, almost that winter, another month or so, in the late fall or winter, and catch some pretty darn good calico bass in there. It's been really excellent for those of you who want to focus on that, but there's been big lings and reds and everything else on the bottom bite. It has been really quite good. Oh my God, I'm being invaded by birds here. And a sea lion out there. Can you see it? Sea lion and birds. Oh man, the ocean's alive with life. I absolutely love being here in the morning. I am truly grateful for this. So anyway, south of the border, it's been pretty good. All right, let's get up here, talk offshore in Southern California. Man, I'll tell you, that bluefin tuna bite has been phenomenal. It has been wide open. That is until the last couple of days when it sputtered on us now a little bit. Is this the end of our bluefin tuna season? I don't think so. I mean, I know it's Thanksgiving, and I know that we're bucking up against December and Christmas, but I have no doubt this is going to keep right on going. So what is going on? What are the possible explanations? Well, there's a lack of coverage right now, and that just means there's fewer boats. So if that fish moves around, it's a little bit more difficult to find it. When you have 20 boats out there and they're all looking, somebody will find the fish. When you have 3 boats out there and you can't find the fish, and those 3 guys are looking around, it's a little bit more difficult. So it could be that we're just not on them right now. Could be that they're off the bite, they have their nose in the mud a little bit. That's a term we use when offshore fish are not biting that well. Could be any number of explanations. And it could be that that light switch is just going to go boop, back on again right after Thanksgiving. That is my suspicion. I think we're looking at some good fishing day after Thanksgiving. And of course, we've got some really gorgeous weather on the horizon. It's going to be a little windy, it looks like, Thanksgiving evening. But other than that, it should be really, really beautiful weather, and that will help things a lot. Some of the more recent scores, you know, the El Patron was out. We were talking to Chauncey, and Chauncey said, man, we worked really, really hard all morning long to the point where we went into San Clemente Island and tried to catch something else. Had a yellowtail in there and a few other species. But other than that, not much at Clemente. So we went back out, looked around, found a couple of bluefin tuna that wanted to bite. That's the last time I talked to Chauncey. He had 2 bluefin tuna. Hopefully he caught a few more, and I'll update you later today if that was indeed the case. We'll keep our eyes on that for you very, very closely and see if we can't find a little bit more fish for Chauncey or somebody else. But overall, it's been a little tougher. The tribute was out, day and a half trip, 32 anglers. That 20 bluefin tuna. I remember a time when that was a pretty good score. But again, we're so used to catching limits of BFT here recently, 2 fish per angler per day, that that's a little bit of a disappointment, I guess you could say. Not as wide open as it has been, but still 20 bluefin, nothing wrong with that. The Pacific Queen, 23 guys on a 3-day trip. Last time we heard we're up to 42 bluefin tuna. There's a mix in the terms in terms of the size of the fish. You have some 10 to 20 pound bluefin, you have this 30 to 50 pound bluefin, and then you have that 80 to 150 pound bluefin tuna. Boats like the Pacific Queen, the New Loan, several other guys focus their attention on some of that big grade fish. So when you hear those different sizes of fish and you factor in that sometimes it's a plunker bite, sometimes it's a wide open bite, you need to bring a variety of tackle from 20 to 20 pound, 25 pound fluorocarbon, number 4 size circle hook, blacktail circle hooks, up to 1/0 size hooks. For the most part, we'll do it up to 60 pound fluorocarbon. That should have your bases covered. Make sure you have all of that because, you know what I mean, if you're on a bite on that smaller fish and it is just finicky, it's a plunker bite where you have just a fish or 2 going, then you're definitely going to want to drop your fluoro down, drop your hook size down, choose a hot bait, do all of those things correctly. That will help you to get a bite. Nighttime fishing, nothing less than 100-pound Spectra 2-speed reels are an absolute necessity. I like 130-pound Spectra. 300 to 500 gram jigs will get the job done nicely for you. Drop when the captain tells you to drop. You've heard it. Make sure you go to the appropriate depth. The guy says 300 feet. Make sure you're at 300 feet or a little bit deeper than that. You do that with that metered colored line that changes colors every 100 feet. And that is really what is essential to getting a bite when you're fishing at night with the jigs. I think the two most important factors are dropping fast and getting to the appropriate level. I think you could drop a ball peen hammer down there with a big hook on it and get a bite in some cases. The important thing is being at the right depth at the right time. Being at the right place at the right time would definitely make a big difference to your success. So offshore, that's what we have been looking at. Hopefully we'll see more of that to come here after Thanksgiving. I will be back Thanksgiving morning, however, with another morning briefing. Don't miss that one, as I'll be right here for you all. The islands, not much going on, mostly rockfish, that kind of a thing, you know, sheep's head, whitefish, that kind of a thing from the border down there at the Coronado Islands to San Clemente Island, which was looked at by the El Patron, up to Santa Barbara Island and Catalina. You know, the pursuit has been there out of 22nd Street Landing, getting some perch and some whitefish and some rockfish and some sculpin and a partridge in a pear tree. Terrible. And then Channel Islands, some really excellent fishing going on the rockfish up there. Remember, on Thanksgiving evening, it may blow up, but most of you are going to be sitting on the couch with a big gut watching a football game going, man, I ate too much. By the next day, day after Thanksgiving, weather's going to be beautiful, and for the foreseeable future, it's going to be beautiful weather up there. Ventura, sport fishing's a great place for you to spend Thanksgiving weekend. It's going to be perfect weather. The half-day boat California will be out. The Island Spirit will be out. It should be fantastic. 805-676-3474 up there in the Verges area and Santa Barbara area. Great rock fishing going on there also. As I look at that beautiful scene, man, is it fantastic. Just as gorgeous as you could possibly want it. So islands, that's what you're looking at. On the coast, you're looking at more rockfish. Also, we're looking at good rock fishing down there in San Diego. Boats like the Dolphin, the Sea Watch, several others. Same thing up there at Oceanside and Dana, up here in the LA Orange County area. There's been some really good rock fishing going on. And man, they are so good to eat. Make great fish tacos. That is something you want to keep in mind. Speaking of great food, December the 2nd, our Christmas party. Send me a text this morning, this afternoon, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. Just send me a text and reserve your spot. Great food, great company, raffles. It's going to be so much fun. The Friedman Adventures Christmas party, December the 2nd in Redondo Beach, California. Just reserve your spot. $5 for kids, 15 for adults. If you're a Patreon member, bring a guest or two and yourselves, and you are all free to come and enjoy. But you must reserve your spot so we don't get too many people crammed in there. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see you there. There's going to be an arts and crafts little table where we're going to have some pine cones for the kids to make their very own ornaments. And Santa Claus is going to be running around there like a madman. And also, we're just going to have a great time. You can reminisce about last season. You can talk about the season to come. There's going to be so many good people there, because that's what the Friedman Adventures family is all about, really great people. So good local rock fishing going on here. Also, the surf fishing bite has been pretty good for late in the year here. We still have some bar perch hanging around. We have some yellowfin croaker, some spotfin croaker, occasional halibut. Man, I like throwing that little chrome crocodile, like a 3/4 ounce. Works so well in conditions just like this. It is absolutely beautiful down here. And even if you come down here and don't catch anything, it's such a lot of fun. And, you know, if you're on a budget and things are a little tough financially, you can always come down here and make 3 or 4 casts and have some fun. That is absolutely for sure. What a beautiful morning. It is absolutely gorgeous here. Hope to see you down here on the beach one of these days very soon. And don't forget, Big Fish Bait and Tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. Friday, Black Friday sales, up to 30% off on so many items at Big Fish Bait and Tackle, where you can grab your bait, you can grab your tackle, big game tackle, surf fishing tackle, and everything in between. Big Fish Bait and Tackle, right there on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. That is going to be a really great sale, and you should try to take advantage of it. It should be great as the sun comes up. And man, it's just such a beautiful morning. So much to be grateful for. as we move you into Thanksgiving. All right, lobster fishing's been fantastic, especially at Catalina Island. It's been an incredible year out there for the guys that have been catching langostas. Remember, it's 7 lobster per hoop netter. It's been fantastic. And don't forget, if you want to get a 10% discount on your order, everything lobster, PromarAhi.com. Put in Friedman 10 at checkout, and they will take good care of you. Hey, speaking of really good rock fishing, Mark Manguiers. Mark's a great guy. He was rock fishing out of San Diego. He kept the boat he was on a secret. He didn't tell me what boat, but he said he was out of San Diego. Man, he won the jackpot and said it was just fantastic fishing. Really, really great stuff. He said a 16-ounce torpedo sinker was essential to his success, and long shank 1/0 to 5/0 size hooks. So from a 1/0 to 5/0 seemed to work really, really well. Live sardine was the hot ticket, says Mark. Mark, way to go. Congratulations on winning the jackpot down there in San Diego with some really great fishing. No question about that. Also, a new state record here in California, a 520-pound swordfish. It's official now, is a new state record in California. Previous to that, it was a 452-pound swordfish. As the deep water swordfish fishery continues to evolve, it has been something to keep your eyes on. A lot of guys fishing that deep water swordfish right now. All right, my friends, it's a gorgeous, beautiful morning. I hope you get out for a walk or get to surf fish, or you're planning a trip for the day after Thanksgiving, because it should be really great. Once again, thanks for joining us here on the Morning Briefing. I always enjoy starting my day with each and every one of you on a beautiful day like this. It's easy to do, and I can't thank you enough for all you do. I'll see you December the 2nd for our Christmas party. Now, that's right around the corner. We have so many goods that we're going to be shipping down to Mexico. Once again, that's going to be a lot of fun also down in Mexico Lindo. So hopefully I'll get that all finalized for you, when and where. And maybe you can come down to Mexico and help us hand out some stuff. Maybe what we should do is go to Mexico, hand out some stuff, say on a Friday or a Saturday. So, you know, if you're busy during the work week, and then maybe jump on a boat on Sunday out of Ensenada and go catch some rockfish. Have to think about that a little bit more. All right. Have a great morning, my friends. Great to be with you. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Can't wait for that lovely day. And as always, I hope to see you really, really soon. Take care and have a great day.